What's up, fight fans? This is Slim Olokpe with Slim Olokpe Boxing. So, in the world of boxing, fans love to debate dream matchups between legends from different eras. And when it comes to heavyweight history, few fantasy fights spark as much discussion as Lennox Lewis versus George Foreman. And recently, Bellew, a former world champion and respected boxing analyst, gave his opinion on who he believes will win if these two titans had ever shared the ring. And his answer might surprise you. So let us break it down. Lennox the Lion Lewis is widely regarded as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Turning pro in 1989 after winning Olympic gold in 1988, Lewis had a career marked by dominance and resilience. He became a three-time world champion and avenged the only two losses of his career against Oliver McCall and Asim Rahman with emphatic knockouts. And over the years, Lennox Lewis defeated a legendary list of opponents, including Frank Bruno, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, and Vitaly Klitschko. He retired in 2003, securing his legacy as a fighter who beat every man he faced, showcasing his technical brilliance, ring IQ, and his power. On the other hand, we have George Foreman, a two-time world heavyweight champion with a career that spanned from 1967 to 1997. Foreman's first reign was defined by his sheer power, famously knocking out Joe Frazier to win the title and defended it with devastating ease until he ran into Muhammad Ali in the iconic Rumble in the Jungle. And after a 10-year retirement, Big George Foreman made an unprecedented comeback and he shocked the world by winning the heavyweight title at 45 years old. His knockout of Michael Morales cemented him as the oldest heavyweight champion in history. Known for his sturdy power and granite chin, Foreman's ability to impose his will on opponents earned him a place in boxing history. So, in a recent discussion with Male Sports Boxing, Bellew was asked who he would back in a fantasy fight between Lennox Lewis and George Foreman. And while Bellew admitted his admiration for Lewis, he didn't hesitate to say that he is going to go for Big George Foreman. He said he loved Lennox Lewis, but he is sorry he has to go with George Foreman. George Foreman was known to walk through opponents' punches to land his own, making him a terrifying force in the ring. And interestingly, Foreman himself once named Mike Tyson as the most powerful man in boxing history, but his own strength and durability were legendary. So how would the fight between Lennox Lewis and Foreman actually play out? Let's look at Lennox's strengths. His ability to nullify an opponent's power with strategic movement could give him the edge. And what about George's strengths? The ability to absorb punishment while wearing opponents down. So with these strengths from each fighter, the outcome will likely depend on whether Lennox Lewis could stick to his game plan and avoid getting caught by Foreman's power shots. History has shown us that Lennox Lewis could be vulnerable to heavy hitters like Rahman, but his ability to adjust and bounce back cannot be ignored. So a fantasy matchup like this one will always fuel debate among boxing fans. And Bellew picking George Foreman over Lennox Lewis is sure to spark more discussion. But boxing fans, what do you think? Would Big George Foreman overpower Lennox? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.